Welcome back to Vidan Meds, the book summary section. I trust you enjoyed the first part of the Four Agreements by Don Miguel book summary. If you have not already listened to part 1, I highly encourage you to go back and check it out. It is a foundational piece that will set the stage for the rich insights that we are about to uncover in part 2. In part 1, we explored quite a number of things, such as the main topic of the book. I gave you a detail of the 4 agreements. I also gave you some key takeaways, 10 key takeaways, the ideas which are presented in the book, and also gave you a summary of the chapter titles and the main sections. But that was just the tip of the iceberg. Part 2 is packed with even more transformative and practical strategies that will help you find that life of fulfillment and happiness and that life of purpose that you so want. So whether you are a seasoned listener or a newcomer to these summaries, I invite you to join us on this journey of personal growth and discovery. Get ready to unlock the secrets and unleash your true potential. Without further ado, let's dive into part 2 of the 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. So in this part 2, we begin with the biography, or a quick bio of Don Miguel. Let's know who he is and what he has been doing in his life. So Don Miguel is a renowned spiritual teacher and author who was born in a rural Mexico town on August 2, that is 1952. Growing up in a family of healers and practitioners of ancient Toltec traditions, he was immersed in the wisdom of his ancestors from a young age. After graduating from medical school, Don Miguel practiced as a surgeon for several years. However, a near-death experience in 1975 prompted a profound shift in his life's trajectory. He spent years studying and practicing ancient Toltec wisdom, eventually becoming a spiritual teacher and sharing his insights with the world. In 1997, Don published his groundbreaking book, now the one that we are summarizing, The 4 Agreements, which became an international bestseller and popularized Toltec wisdom. So here are some of the insights into some interesting facts about Don Miguel. I'll bring these facts from the bio that I've just given you. So he was born on August 1952 in Mexico. He is the youngest of 13 children. He is a self-taught artist and musician. He has received numerous awards for his work, including the United States Air Force Challenge coin engraved with the 4 Agreements. He is also a recipient of honorary degree in cultural and social education from the American Cultural Institute of Mexico. He is also referenced as a national treasure in his native country. Here are some of his most popular quotes that I have for you. In the quote number 1, the only problem is your own mind. Another quote, be impeccable with your word. Another quote, do not take anything personally. Another quote, do not make assumptions. And another quote, always do your best. You can see those simple quotes come from the 4 Agreements. Now, so that is a bit of the bio of Don Miguel. He is such a great person and contributing much greatly to the world that we live. Now, let's now go to the comparison of the 4 Agreements to other books on the same subject. The first book that I want us to compare with is The Power of Now. The Power of Now by Toll, The Power of Now. Now, what are some of the similarities of The Power of Now with the 4 Agreements? So both books emphasize on the importance of living in the present moment and letting go of the past and future. Both books teach the importance of self-awareness and understanding of our own thoughts and beliefs. And number 3, both books encourage us to live with integrity and align our words and actions with our values. So those are some of the similarities between The Power of Now and The 4 Agreements. What are some of the differences between those two books? So The 4 Agreements is more focused on practical advice for daily living, while The Power of Now is more philosophical and spiritual in its approach. Number 2, The 4 Agreements is based on Toltec wisdom, while The Power of Now is inspired by Zen Buddhism and other Eastern spiritual traditions. Number 3, The 4 Agreements is shorter and more concise book, while The Power of Now is a more in-depth and comprehensive exploration of consciousness. Now, the second book is the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. So what are some of the similarities between this book and The 4 Agreements? So both books emphasize on the importance of personal responsibility and taking ownership of our lives. Both books teach principles of effective communication and building strong relationships. And number 3, both books encourage us to live with integrity and align our actions with our values. Now, what are some of the differences? The 4 Agreements is more focused on personal transformation and inner peace, while the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is more focused on achieving success in our personal and professional lives. Number 2, The 4 Agreements is based on Toltec wisdom, while the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is based on principles of personal effectiveness and leadership. Number 3, The 4 Agreements is somehow short and concise, while the 7 Habits is more in-depth and comprehensive guide to personal and professional development. So that is the comparison between the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Let's go to another book which we can compare to the 4 Agreements, and that book is Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. So what are some of the similarities between Man's Search for Meaning and the 4 Agreements? So both books emphasize on the importance of finding meaning and purpose in life. Both books teach the importance of resilience and overcoming adversity. Both books encourage us to live with courage and compassion. What are some of the differences that we can note from these two books? The 4 Agreements is more focused on personal transformation and inner peace, while Man's Search for Meaning is more focused on finding meaning in the face of suffering and loss. Number 2, The 4 Agreements is based on Toltec wisdom, while Man's Search for Meaning is based on Frankl's own experiences as a Holocaust survivor. Number 3, The 4 Agreements is shorter and concise, while The Man's Search for Meaning is a more personal and reflective memoir. Now, number 5, the other book that you can compare, the last one, is The Alchemist. The Alchemist by Paulo. So what are some of the similarities between The Alchemist and the 4 Agreements? So both books encourage readers to follow their dreams. Both books encourage the importance of listening to one's intuition, and both books teach the power of personal transformation. What are some of the notable differences between these two books, The Alchemist and the 4 Agreements? So The 4 Agreements is a self-help book, while The Alchemist is a novel. The 4 Agreements is a practical guide to personal transformation, while The Alchemist is a metaphorical tale that teaches powerful life lessons. And number 3, The 4 Agreements is shorter and concise, while The Alchemist is longer and more immersive story. So those are 4 books. Some of the books, not all the books. There are so many books that you can compare to the 4 Agreements, but those are maybe the standout books that we can compare. That is, we talked of the Power of Now, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Man's Search for Meaning, and The Alchemist. So you can have those books. You can have their summaries in our blog section from our website vidanmeds.com. They are there. You can have an in-depth summaries of each of those books. Now let me now go to the target audience and intended readership of the 4 Agreements. In part 1, I began by giving you some of the people who will get interested or impressed by this book but I can still go over to maybe give a brief overview of the target audience and intended readership of this book. Who was in the mind of Don when he was writing this book? What was he targeting, or who was he targeting to reach? So this book has a potential to resonate with a wide range of readers, from those who are seeking personal growth and transformation to those who are simply looking for a fresh perspective on life. However, the book's core message and simple yet profound principles make it particularly appealing to the following groups. So they have three categories of people, or groups of people, who this book will particularly appeal to. Number one are those individuals who are seeking personal transformation. Who are these people? These are individuals who are ready to take responsibility for their lives and make positive changes. These are people who are also who desire to break free from limiting beliefs and self-destructive patterns. And these are individuals who are seeking greater peace, happiness, and fulfillment in their lives. So another category or group of people who will most be appealed by this book, these are individuals who are seeking guidance on relationships. So those who want to improve their communication and interactions with others, those who want to build healthier and more fulfilling relationships, and those who want to let go of resentment, anger, and the need to control others. So this is your book. You need to have a look at it. Another third category of people are individuals who are seeking spiritual growth and self-discovery. These are people who are open to exploring ancient Toltec wisdom and its application to modern life. Individuals who are seeking a deeper understanding of their own thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, and those on a journey of spiritual awakening and personal transformations. So those are the three main categories of people who this book will appeal mostly to. Let me now go to the reception or critical response of the book. How has this book been received, both locally or internationally, in media and so on? What are some of the criticisms? What are some of the positives and the negatives? Excuse me. So the Four Agreements has received a mixed reception since its publication in 1997. Some have praised the book for its simple yet powerful message of personal transformation, while others have criticized its simplistic approach and lack of scientific evidence. So, some positive reception. The book has been widely popular, selling over 10 million copies worldwide and translated into over 40 languages. Its popularity is attributed to its easy to understand language and relatable examples and optimistic message. Number two, another positive reception. The book has resonated with many readers seeking guidance and personal growth, overcoming self-limiting beliefs and improving their relationships. It focuses on personal responsibility and conscious choices, which appeals to those who want to take control of their lives. So the book's connection to ancient Toltec wisdom has appealed to those who are interested in spiritual and personal transformation. Its emphasis on self-awareness, integrity, and living in the present aligns with many spiritual principles. Remember, I said we have also some negative criticisms, such as lack of scientific evidence, that some people have pointed out. The book's claims about personal transformation are not supported by scientific evidence. They argue that the book's examples and personal reflections are not sufficient to establish its effectiveness. What about you? You'll read the book, or maybe you'll go through this summary, and probably you'll have your own criticism, maybe positive or negative. What are your thoughts about this book? We'd like to know in the comment section. Please have a say there. Let's know what you are thinking about this book, your criticism, both positive and negative. Which some of the outstanding parts of the book that maybe you've come across in the Four Agreements. Let me give you a list of some other books that probably you can have a look that are related to the Four Agreements. Now, I have quite a number of books here that you can look, which are related to the Four Agreements. So the first one, of course, I'll begin with the ones that we compared the 4 agreements with. Remember, we compared 4 books. So the first one, there was The Power of Now, which is a guide to spiritual enlightenment by Eckhart Tolle. So this book explores the idea of living in the present moment and letting go of the ego. It offers practical guidance on how to achieve inner peace and enlightenment. So that is one of the books. Remember, we also talked about the book in the comparison section. Another book is the New Earth, Awakening Your Life's Purpose, still by Eckhart Tolle. So this book dives deeper into the concepts of consciousness and illusion of separation. It encourages us to awaken our true potential and create a more peaceful and fulfilling world. Another book is The Gifts of Imperfection, how you can let go of who you think you should be and embrace who you are. This book is by Brené Brown, and that book challenges societal expectations of perception and encourages self-acceptance and vulnerability. It offers insights into building genuine connections and living a more authentic life. Another book is The Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. This memo recounts the author's experiences in Nazi concentration camps and his finding of meaning and purpose in life despite unimaginable suffering. It offers a powerful message of resilience and the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity. Another book is The Untethered Soul, A Journey Beyond Yourself by Michael Singer. This book explores the idea of unconditioned self, which is free from limiting beliefs and external influences. It offers a guidance on how to live in harmony with oneself, others, and the universe. Another book that you can have is The Celestine Prophecy by James Redfield. This fictional novel follows a man's journey to uncover 9 spiritual insights that are said to hold the key to personal transformation and the evolution of humanity. Another book is The Alchemist by Paulo. This allegorical novel follows a young shepherd's journey to fulfill his personal legend, seeking treasure while discovering the true riches within himself. Another second last book is You Are a Badass, how to stop doubting your greatness and start living an awesome life by Jen Sincero. This self-help book encourages you to embrace the inner badass and overcome limiting beliefs to achieve your true goals and live a more fulfilling life. The last book was The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, which provides practical principles to personal and professional effectiveness. So these books, like the 4 agreements, the books that I've given you, they offer guidance on personal growth, self-discovery, and living a more meaningful and fulfilling life. They explore themes of self-acceptance, mindfulness, overcoming adversity, and finding your purpose. So which book will you pick next after reading the 4 agreements? Let us also know in the comments section. Now, as I come to maybe the close of part 2, allow me also to summarize this book for you in one big main takeaway. There are so many takeaways that I gave you, 10 takeaways in part 1, but which takeaway stood out with me that maybe I can use to summarize this whole book in just one big main takeaway. So the biggest takeaway that we can take from the book, remember there are many, but the big one is that we have the power to create a more fulfilling and peaceful life by taking responsibility of our thoughts, our words, and our actions. What does this mean? This means breaking free from self-limiting beliefs, detaching from the opinions of others, and living with integrity. The 4 agreements provide a practical framework for achieving this transformation. Be impeaceable with your word, for example, was the first agreement that we talked in depth in part 1. So use your words carefully, honestly, and with kindness. Avoid gossip and negativity. Now, do not take anything personally. Others' opinions, remember that was the second agreement. Others' opinions and actions are not reflections of who you are or what you can achieve or your self-worth. Do not let them define you or control your emotions. Even if it's your parent, whatever they tell you, those are just opinions, and they should not really be a reflection of who you are. You are the only person who knows what you can achieve and how far you can go. No one else, including even your spouse. Number 3 is do not make assumptions, was another agreement. So always seek clarification and understanding before you draw conclusions. Avoid jumping to wrong conclusions and causing misunderstandings. And the last agreement that we talked about was always do your best. Strive for personal excellence in every situation, even when it is difficult. Always give your best effort and embrace continuous improvement. So by following these agreements, the 4 of them, we can break free from the dream of the planet, the shared illusion of reality that limits our potential, and create our own reality of peace, happiness, and fulfillment. So that is one big main takeaway that we should always go with from this book after reading the book. Now, allow me give you some practical examples and ways you can apply the lessons that you learned or we've learned from the 4 agreements in real life. What can you start implementing from today in your life? I'll go through how you can do that through the 4 agreements. The first agreement was be impeaceable with your word. So what can you do to be impeaceable with your word? Number 1, you choose your words carefully. Speak with honesty, kindness, and integrity. Always avoid gossip, negativity, and harsh language. Number 2, think before you speak. Consider the impact of your words on others. Pursue and reflect before reacting emotionally. Number 3, fulfill your promises. Always keep your commitments and follow through on what you say. Build trust and credibility. Number 4, practice active listening. Give others your undivided attention. Listen without interrupting or judging. And number 5, apologize secretly. When you make a mistake, take responsibility and offer a genuine apology. So from the first agreement, those are some of the practical things that you can start doing today. Choose your words carefully. Think before you speak. Fulfill your promises. Practice active listening and apologize sincerely. It was sincerely, not secretly. Apologize sincerely. Now, when you go to the second agreement, do not take anything personally. What can you start doing? How can you start applying that agreement in your life? Number 1, separate yourself from others' opinions. Recognize that everyone has their own unique perspective and their judgment do not have to define your worth. Number 2, let go of negative feedback. Do not dwell on criticism or hurtful comments. Forgive and move on. Number 3, maintain self-acceptance. Value yourself regardless of external validation. Appreciate your strengths and accept your imperfections. Number 4, focus on your own growth. Concentrate on your own journey of personal transformation. Do not get caught up in comparing yourself to others. And number 5, respond with empathy and understanding. Approach others with compassion and understanding, even when they say or do things that upset you. So that's the second agreement, and things you can do. Separate yourself from others' opinions. Let go of negative feedback. Maintain self-acceptance. Focus on your own growth. Respond with empathy, and you'll be on the right track. Now, when you go to the third agreement that we said, do not make assumptions, how can you start implementing that lesson? Ask for clarification. Seek clear understanding before you make assumptions. Avoid jumping into conclusions. Number 2, engage in open communication. Express your thoughts and feelings clearly. Encourage others to do the same. Number 3, check your understanding. Paraphrase what you have heard to ensure you have the right information. Number 4, avoid mind reading. Do not read other people's minds. Do not assume that you know what others are thinking or feeling. Ask questions to gain clarity. And number 5, listen with an open mind. Be receptive to different perspectives and avoid judging prematurely. So that's how you can apply some of the lessons in the third agreement. Ask clarification, engage in open communication, check your understanding, avoid mind reading, listen to open with an open mind. Now the last agreement and ways that you can work it out in your life. The last agreement, the fourth agreement, it was always do your best. How can you do this? You can set realistic goals. Establish achievable goals that align with your values and aspirations. Give your full effort. Dedicate your time and energy to pursuing your goals. Do not give up easily. Number 3, embrace continuous improvement. Continuously seek ways to learn, grow, and improve in all areas of your life. Number 4, create or celebrate your progress. Recognize and appreciate your achievements, no matter how small they are. And number 5, learn from setbacks. View challenges as opportunities for growth and resilience. So those are some of the practical ways that you can apply the fourth agreement. Set goals, give your full effort, embrace continuous improvement by reading. That's why we are here. Celebrate your progress and learn from the setbacks. Now, you can have this book as a hard copy by buying it on Amazon or any other bookstore of your choice. Below the description of this summary, I have an affiliate link that takes you direct to Amazon. You can buy the book using that affiliate link. This is an affiliate link that by using the link will get a small commission. You will not pay more by using the link. It is just a way of helping us keep the lights on and keep on bringing these good resources to you and to others. So that's all about this book. I hope you enjoyed this synopsis of the 4 agreements. And as I said earlier, I would like to hear from you which part of the synopsis or summary resonated with you the most, or your thoughts of the book in general. Which other book recommendation do you have that we can add to our list? Please let us know in our comments section. Well, there you have it, folks. We have reached the end of our journey through the 4 agreements book, and I hope you are feeling inspired and empowered to take action and transform your life. I hope this book has a lot to offer, and I encourage you to revisit it often. There is always something new to discover, and the author's wisdom will never cease to amaze me. So before you go, I want to remind you of some few things here and there. One, subscribe, please. If you've enjoyed this summary and want to stay updated on our latest episodes, make sure you subscribe. We have a treasure trove of book summaries which are waiting for you, each one designed to ignite your purpose, unleash your potential, and empower you to live a meaningful life. Number 2, like and comment. If you are watching this on YouTube, please give our video a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let us know what you thought of the book summary and what you are expecting or hoping to learn next. Number 3, share and review. If you are listening to this as a podcast, please share it with your friends and family. And if you have a moment or a comment, leave us below in the comment section. If you have a review us, please, in your favorite podcast platform. Your feedback is so invaluable to us, and it will help us reach more people who are eager to discover the power of books. Then lastly, visit our website for more in-depth exploration of this book. Check out our website, www.vidanmeds.com. We have compiled a detailed write-up of this summary along with other additional resources and insights that can help you apply the author's wisdom to your own life. In the meantime, I want to say thank you for joining us on this journey of personal growth and discovery. We hope you will continue to tune in for more life-changing book summaries. Remember, leaders are readers, and we are here to help you become one. So until next time, thank you for your time, and bye-bye from this side.